Hi, I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota, and today we're going to talk about the 2024 Toyota Sienna LE all-wheel drive. Let's have a look. So we're going to start at the front of the vehicle. This is, for all intents and purposes, a minivan. Don't take this the wrong way. This is a fantastic vehicle, but me getting excited about the front of this is a bit of a stretch. I know the headlights are fantastic. I did have the pleasure of driving one of these. Great visibility. Because this is an LE, there are no fog lights. There are cutouts for fog lights. Big open grille. Not a lot to say aside from it's a Toyota hybrid and it's white, and there's not a lot up here to talk about. So let's go down the side and see if we can find anything that is worth talking about, shall we? So on the side of this Sienna, because this is the entry-level trim, this does come with a 17-inch wheel and tire package. Again, on the upper trims, you can go all the way up to a 19-inch wheel and tire package. As for usual, you can always go down to the smaller size for winter wheels and tires if you choose to do so. So locking wheel nuts, standard feature. That's just security features on most of our Toyotas now. Come down this side. Things that I noticed that are different from other vehicles of this generation. The entry-level Sienna does not have the turn indicator on the mirror, which I expected, but clearly not there. It does still have the blind spot monitoring indicator on the mirror, as it should. And this clearly denotes that it has heated mirrors, which is really nice on those frosty mornings for keeping these clear with you having to scratch at them or scrape at them. It's all good. This vehicle, even though it does come with an intelligent key, they come with a physical key inside. So if this is dead, you can still get inside the vehicle with the keyhole in the driver's door. Nice feature on any of the vehicles because these will eventually die. You can still start the vehicle, but it's also nice to get inside. So as we come down here a little further, because this is a van, you have this magical thing here, a power door. So dual power doors, and the key actually gives you remote controls for both doors simultaneously on the key fobs. You can open these from the interior of the van. You can open them from the exterior on the doors, from both sides. So good open space here. We'll come back and show you the interior of the vehicle in a second. I just wanted to go down the exterior of the vehicle and just show you the features of anything of any interest. The standard feature on this LE all-wheel drive version of the van are the roof rails. So standard feature, so you can put crossbars on to carry extra cargo, toolie, skis, bike racks, whatever you need. Put your kayak on the roof. And again, because this is a Toyota hybrid system, locking gas door, the release is on the interior. Back here, I do kind of like the way the rear taillights do wrap around the vehicle. This is kind of reminiscent of the front of a lot of our trucks and everything. You do get this angular look of the taillights. So aside from that, let's have a look at the back of the vehicle, shall we? So here we are back around the back of the vehicle. So as it is with most of our vehicles, they have the rear hatch. The release button's right there. This is not a power hatch. This has a hydraulic assist, as you would expect with the base RAV4s, and a lot of our baser vehicles do have the assist, but it's not a power hatch. So because this is an 8-seater, the 3 seats can either be stowed in the floor, or if they're up and in usable position, it gives you a great big deep well for groceries, camping gear, anything you want. And again, these can be stowed as they are with most vehicles in a 60-40 configuration. So you can put 2 seats away, or you can put 1 seat away to get more storage or more people space. So here we are, we're gonna come in from the driver's side and see how this feels. I've got to say, I am not by any stretch a minivan enthusiast, but I've got to say, this is pretty cool. I like this. There's a ton of space here. It's kind of like a spaceship. There is storage everywhere. We've got 2 cup holders and another slot here. We've got 2 more cup holders. I've got spots for multiple water bottles and random storage on my door. There's little storage trays everywhere. I see my transmission selector, like on most Toyotas, EV drive modes, instead of being a dial, is buttons here, so you can go to EV mode. Your park brake controls there, that's all good. All the audio controls and everything, very standard. Your cruise control, all those interfaces are here. On the dash, I see a heated steering wheel, which is awesome for an entry-level vehicle, so it does come standard with the heated steering wheel. Gas door release. There's an interesting button. You can actually turn off the door controls, so they will not work from the rear. So if you've got young people with you who you do not want jumping out in traffic, you can actually control the doors from up here and lock them. Huge cargo space here that has an old school USB charging port as well as a USB-C. So that's a nice combination of old and new. And down here, I don't know if you can see this or not, there's another entire level of storage with another 12-volt charge point down there that you could put an old school accessory in. Again, I hesitate to use the term, but a cigarette lighter style of what most of us are used to. Heated seats are standard. Audio controls are both on the big screen. So again, this vehicle also still comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay built in. Wow, there's a ton of space here. Gotta say, this is really comfortable. And right here behind my my armrest is 2 more charge points for USB conventional as well as USB-C. Yeah, this is really interesting. Huge cabin, feels like a ton of space. This seat is super comfortable. Again, it's a power seat, which I would not expect in an entry-level vehicle, but yeah, aside from leather seating and a few more bells and whistles, I'm really impressed with the trim of this vehicle for an LE all-wheel drive. And again, this is an 8-seater, so lots of different configurations available in the Sienna for this year. There's the LE base, which is the front-wheel drive. There's the all-wheel drive. There's an XLE, there's an XSE, there's from soup to nuts for trim, and 7 and 8 seat both configurations available, some with all-wheel drive, some with not. So you need to talk to one of the sales reps to figure out exactly which configuration meets your needs the best. Majority of our orders for these are all-wheel drive, so again, that's very subjective. That's up to you as a consumer, but it's nice for us to be able to offer both options for you as a buyer. So let's leave the seat where I'm comfortable. Again, I've got tons of space here. And let's come have a look in the back and see how it looks for space back here as well. So here we are at the back of the Sienna. Again, not that familiar with this, so bear with me. So I see that I have a huge track. Wow, that's impressive. So huge track on both sides. So these seats have got massive amounts of adjustability. I pull up here. Again, the driver's seat is set for me at about 5'10". I can't imagine how tall I would have to be not to be comfortable here. Still have great headroom, no issues there. I see cup holders in the floor. I see a little storage compartment. I've got USB charging. As a rear passenger, we have auto climate control. You've got fan controls, temperature up, down. You've got vent controls for letting fresh air in and out, both from the heating and the AC. You've got lighting that I guess I'm going to guess the van needs to be running for those to work, but you've got lighting back here for your rear passengers. This would be one of the seats that is, again, if you're going to punish someone who's over 10 years old, you probably want to put them here, but otherwise, a good, usable seat if you've got 8 people. I've got to say, pretty impressed. Let's see what happens here. So I close the door, so we got an automatic door. That's awesome. Big grab bar handles, speakers right here by your rear passengers. Window controls, and this is interesting. You have a built-in shade you can hook up here for privacy, light, the whole 9 yards. That's impressive. Again, entry-level van with this kind of features. I'm quite impressed, to tell you the truth. A ton of space here. Rear seating, again, with this seat forward, and I'll try and do this from here, and it'll be really awkward. So let's see how embarrassing this is. Okay, so that's all the way forward. I can't tip the seat in because I can't reach it. Well, maybe I can. Let's try again. There we go. So we have a nice open space for people to get into the rear seats. This track that I'm sort of sitting on now is all the way back. So again, lots of space for your rear passengers. I would be quite pleasantly surprised to take adults in this vehicle or a bunch of kids. Like, this really is a people mover. I've got to say, I'm way more impressed by this than I thought I would be, because again, I don't think of myself as a van person, but this is a super practical vehicle for the obvious purpose of moving people around comfortably. And one of the big advantages that I see of this, combined fuel economy on this all-wheel drive hybrid van for this year, 6.7 liters per 100. So loaded with 8 people and all their stuff, and you can get that kind of fuel economy with this. Toyota should be really proud of this technology, because this is really impressive. I've got to say, it caught my attention. I want to buy a van, but I can say that anybody who wants one, they're making a really good choice if this really meets your lifestyle and your needs. So let's go have a look under the hood as we normally do at the end of this walk around. So as I usually do, I'm going to pop the hood, see what's under there, and see what we can show you. So again, 2024 Sienna, I'm gonna go fishing. Oh, I found it quickly that time. I'm feeling like a pro. So prop rod is easily found. So as you can see, the consumer buying this one saw the value in the undercoating. It's a gooey mess under here. But again, 2.5 liter Toyota hybrid drive combination. Again, combined fuel economy, 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers with an all-wheel drive. The usual things, as you can see as a consumer, your reservoir for your coolant, your reservoir for your washer fluid. Aside from that, there's the dipstick. I don't really know anything else about what's under here, but I know they're reliable. We've got a great 5-year, 100,000 kilometer powertrain warranty. You've got the hybrid warranty on the hybrid components that is up to 7 years, and the batteries in this vehicle are guaranteed for up to 200,000 kilometers or 8 years from Toyota Canada. So great package. Again, I'm looking under the hood, showing you things I don't know anything about, so I really have no business here. So let's wrap it up. I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota. Like and subscribe, leave comments underneath if you want to. Make fun of some of the things I've said. It's all good. Thanks very much.